Hello, hello and welcome. Let me just quickly see if it works. Yay! Let me know if you can hear and see everything alright, guys. That's a good way to start. Besides that, I hope we're all doing well. I'm really looking forward to streaming today. I've had one of those weeks, you know? So, looking forward to playing this game. My sole joy in life, of course. Yes. Hello, Tabitha. Hello, Rylan. Hello, Keiko. Hello, Lisa. Hello. See and hear. Excellent. Wonderful. Fantastic. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Don't forget to hydrate and stretch. Oh, that's a cracking stretch. Wow. Oh, very lovely. Excellent. Everyone says good. Fantastic. Amazing. Incredible. Oh, let me shift in my chair, get all seated and comfy. An early shift. Oh no. If you have tomorrow off at least, that's not terrible. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're here anyway, Keiko. It's lovely to have you. Dinner nice. Yeah, no, I don't know how it is for you. I assume it's just as bad, if not worse, for you guys. But this last week has just been, in the UK at least, there has been an insane heat wave to the point where there's a ban on garden hoses and stuff, like no wasteful water and stuff, because there's a water shortage or something. Obviously, being in Scotland, where we have some of the best water in the world, we've not really had that much of a problem, but the heat has been insane. So that, on top of just everything else in life, is just kind of... This week has been terrible. Literally just face down on the floor, ice cubes on my back, just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything. And then of course you have to go to work. Summer break. I wish I had a summer break. I wish I had a break. I wish I didn't have a job. The amount of time I could sit and spend with, like, my boyfriend, my cat, my streams and stuff. Oh, the amount of streaming I could get. I could finish the entire Dragon Age series and Mass Effect in, like, a month. Oh my god, I actually could. I'm thinking about it. No, I finished Veilguard in, like, 2 weeks. In fairness, all I did was play Veilguard. So, ugh. Thank you. Yeah, no, today has been pretty rainy. So, it's been good. The heat has gone. Yeah, hobbies. I miss hobbies. Anyway, besides all that, I hope you guys... I'm assuming you guys' weeks hasn't been as... I say that, it might have been as bad or worse. Because I know a lot of you guys are in, like, Europe. So I imagine it's hotter down there. Like, I'm at least further away from the equator. I'm trying to... I know what happened last episode? Last chapter. This is what TV's done to me. Last chapter, we successfully got the romance with, I was going to say Dorian. I'm lost. I'm gone. With Vivian. Dorian, Vivian, same character, isn't it? We successfully romanced Vivian. We returned to the city. We romanced Vivian. I don't remember what else happened. No, that was the okay. No. Quick rant about breaks and like school and stuff. As much as I would kill for breaks now. Like, oh, there's a week off for this random holiday. Oh, it's like summer or whatever. Back when I was in school, like high school, college, I would complain all the time at how many holidays we got because we bank holidays included and whatnot. And I'm like, but I'm here to learn. Let me learn. Just strangle motion. Just please let me learn. But now that I'm not in school and whatnot, I want I want holidays. It's awful. It's you can never win. There is no winning. Anyway, let's look at stats. Yeah, Morrigan is still Morrigan. Strength 45. Oops. Grace 60. Ingenuity 57. Resolve 68. Rhetoric 65. Artistry 72. So we're probably going to want to use Artistry, Resolve, yeah, and Grace as much as wait. Rhetoric. No, Rhetoric was the next one. Yep. As much as possible. And probably avoid Strength and you know what, everything else. Just avoid Strength. Oh yeah, we went to the party in the dazzling dress. Yeah, we did. I forgot about the dazzle dress. Oh yeah, did we break the news to Richard's family? Or did we just kind of throw him under the bus? Level up our skill. I don't think we level up, I think we just get a percentage out of 100. So long as it's above 50, I think we're good. Demeanor, we're merciful, makes sense. Funnily enough, we're more stoic than lively, don't understand that. We're cautious, modern, fair, and modest. We have to be fair, don't we have all of the stars, not just the remnant slithers? Ignore that. So the set, we did do something with, like, the soul of the city powers as well. The chat for poor Richard under the bus. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We're definitely not a tyrant. One day I'll convince you. Just wait until Mass Effect. What was it, a renegade? I don't know the terms. But just you wait till I become the greatest tyrant that was ever unleashed upon the known universe. That's gonna be great. To be fair, our mother is benevolent, which is nice. So we can probably appeal to her better nature if things go sour, because she has... The end of last chapter, she turned up. Renegade. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't have a clue. Paragon, Renegade. I assume Paragon's good guy and Renegade is bad guy. I don't know. I'm dreading the Mass Effect run because I don't know what happens. So much. Oh, anyway. No more Mass Effect. Only text adventure. Naturalist, grim reminder. Everything seems okay. Okay, relationships. Mother, not quite fond of us. Okay. Vivian loves us. I wish there was a little heart next to his name to let us know, yeah, you got him. He's yours. Heart. Aww. Dexter 81. Dexter. Baz. Daddy Dexter. Yay! Oh, Elgie will be proud of me! Oh no, I'm still mad that apparently Joseph Cap, Elgonan's voice actor, and Gareth David Lloyd were together at some kind of con where very close to where I live, and I didn't know about it. Can you imagine how feral? I would have been in the front row. Still mad about that. So mad. My one chance. Very sad. Anyway. I'm joking about pretending to cry, but I'm actually genuinely crying on the inside. Anyway. I can always dream. Maybe there's another time that they'll get together for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, return to game. Oh, I haven't watched the full interview because I'm just like, I wasn't there. So that's been overwhelming, but I really want to watch it because it looks fun. I know that Katie Gilder-Fallon apparently, I can't remember which one of them, one or both of them watched her videos to prepare for their role, and that's so cute. Anyway, where were we? Right, yes, Mother has turned up outside the ballroom, wearing her dazzling dress. She's there, terrifying, and she goes, "Morrigan, the sorceress of the sky says, all your conflict over the stars fading away as the angles of her face sharpen into a grin. We're home." Dun dun dun. He survived, he had a backstory, he has issues. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't sum up better than that. Yes. Chapter 10. Anyway. Fun. Chapter 10. Stars Aflame. In the horror-struck silence, you can't tell who is the first to kneel. It isn't you. That's not how you customarily greet your mother. But somewhere in the crowd of Calestry's finest, someone drops to their knees. The motion spreads out like a wave, nearly all of the crowd following suit, until the sorceress is encircled by terrified subjects, some of them begging to be spared. Yay! I am the sorceress. This is my energy. Your mother looks out at them, her face stern and still, and offers no response to the pleas. Until Nobu Mardin, oh no, comes sprinting out of the tower, evidently delayed on the stairs. Get up, he pants, gesturing emphatically. You don't need to ask her for anything. Get inside, back into the storm shelters. We won't let her hurt you. She's not taking the tower. Members of the Sublime Guard start filing out after him, weapons in hand, hauling people to their feet. Oh boy. Oh, there's free options! Woohoo! Woohoo! Where was I? Those options are visible. Excellent. Sure, everyone cower in one place. There's no way that could go wrong, comes a shout from across the plaza. You turn to see, oh yay, Natalia! Didn't really like you, but you're here, woo! You turn to see Natalia Grimaldi staring defiantly into the crowd. Are you really going to do what the assembly tells you when your lives are on the line? So they can lock the stars away when we're finished, wherever they've ended up. Come join the grim reminders. We have cookies, and we'll teach you how to fight back. Magic doesn't scare us, not even hers. Despite her words, you note that Natalia isn't flying, and you wonder... We shouldn't have stole that one slither forever ago. We stole her jewelry. Oh, you guys are awful. Terrible people. You stole some lady's jewelry. Yes, she's Vivian's great-granddaughter? Something like that? Or great-granddaughter from his brother? His brother's daughter's daughter or something. Something like that. Anyway. Tells you when your lives are not... I forgot where I'm at. Sidetracked. Very easily sidetracked. Yeah. Isn't flying. And you wonder if she fears the sorceress's wrath at seeing someone else wield the stars. Throughout all this, the sorceress has stayed remarkably still, as though mortal debates are of no concern to her. Instead, her gaze fixes on you again, and she stretches out a hand. Morrigan, she repeats, her voice so... Wait. Morrigan, she repeats, her voice so calm and quiet that you might... Wait. And quiet that you might be alone... Wait, what? That you... And quiet that you might be alone in the mountains again. Yeah, okay. You might be alone in the mountains again. Oh my goodness. Come, join me now, and all is forgotten. This is the moment you realise there's no disguising your allegiances after this, if you mean to realise the grand plan your mother has raised you for, to help her reclaim her throne. You need to join her now. If you don't, you'll be turning your back on her for good. And you'll have to decide where else in the city your loyalties lie. With Baz, with Vivian, everyone else, shove them off into the corner. Yes, of course, Bazzy Daddy, 100%. Okay. 1. Yes, I'm going with the sorceress. Everything we've worked for is about to be ours. 2. No, I'm going into the tower with the assembly and the guard. I can help them defend it from the sorceress's onslaught. 3. No, I'm going with the grim... Oh boy. Going with the grim reminders. I'm going to help the people take the city back and the stars. Well, guys. Oof, Mythalva. I honestly, I think the sorceress is a better person than Mythal. I'm not gonna lie. Has everyone cast their vote? I'm sure Baz loves us. Like, we're his daughter. His wife or his daughter? He's gonna side with his daughters. We're a daddy's girl. You know? Anyway, if everyone's got their votes in, we're gonna go with 2, apparently. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. No. Well, no one... We've got... Oh. Well, number 2 still wins the vote, and that's how it works. That's the way the pebbles fall. I'm sure it'll work out just fine. No, I'm going into the tower with the assembly and the guard. I can help them defend it from the sorceress's onslaught. In the rush of horror consuming the crowd, you're not sure anyone noticed the sorceress speaking to you, staring at your mother's smile for what might be the last time. What might be the last time you have a moment to make your farewell. Aww. 1. I'm sorry. No, I can't go with you. 2. Absolutely not. Monster. 3. You're nothing to me anymore. I left you behind. 4. Nothing is forgotten. And it will never be. 5. I don't have anything to say to her. Come on, chat. Make your choice. Make your choice. Mortal Kombat. I actually don't know Mortal Kombat's theme. Never mind. Oh, it's test your might. Test your might. Mortal Kombat. I listen. Oh, not there was a stupid, not meme, stupid weird TikTok video. That sounds so insulting, but someone, this kid doing like a cover of that, and it was just very well edited and very amusing. Not stupid or weird. That's so rude. I didn't mean that. Anyway. 1511. Okay, 1. Mommy, I'm sorry, no, I can't go with you. Stars Arisen, the musical. The sorceress is silent, and you don't stay long enough to see the look on her face before you walk away. You don't turn around until you hear a massive rumbling behind you, and then only because you expect an attack. Instead, you find that your mother has swept backward to the ruined half of the plaza and plummeted down into the earth. Rather than quelling the panic around you, the sorceress's disappearance only increases it, as the people speculate that she's preparing to tear apart the very ground beneath their feet. But nothing happens. You suspect that your mother has instead retreated to strategize. Even for her, taking the tower alone would be a challenge, particularly in her still recovering state. Wait, that's not even Mortal Kombat anymore. What is that? Is it like the thing that plays at the movies? Sorry. Anyway, like I said, it's one of those days my head is all over the place. You make your way over to join the mass of people rushing toward the tower doors. Em is standing at Nobu's side now, clutching their quarterstaff, as though it's the only thing keeping them standing, while they watch the dust from the sorceress's descent settle. As you approach, Em stares through you so blankly that you aren't certain they've seen you at all until they speak. Miss Celeste, what do you know? Wait, what? What do you do? What do we do? What do we do? God, fucking hell. I'm gone. I'm lost. What do we do? You must know what to do about her, don't you? Get inside. Kieran and Anand appears beside you, looking grim. If she thought she could take the tower right away, she'd have taken it already. That means we have time. Get inside and barricade the door. What? Em's voice sounds a little steadier than before, even as surprise creeps into it. You want to just hide? While she goes after the rest of the city? We can't. Not forever. As a starting point, Nobu says, with a sidelong glance at Kiran. Is it Kiran or Kieran? One of them. We need a base of operations. We'll coordinate with the rest of the city afterward. Em still looks hesitant, glancing between their father and the rest of the panicked crowd in the plaza. 1. We can help the people here first, the rest of the city after. 2. The sorceress can't have the tower. We have to keep her from taking it at all costs. 3. They've fought her before, Em. I think we should listen to what they say. 4. That's right, it's just a starting point. Once we have these people settled, we won't hold back. Kieran, I'm lost. I don't know. I feel like all is not lost with Mother. Oh. Am I gonna have to get the fun dice out again? Okay. Give me a sec. might. Whoops. Test your might. Test your might. I'm not gonna get that song out of my head, am I? Okay. So it's 1, 3, and 4. Well, let's go. 4 wins it. But you stay there. Do not lose that. Very important. Oh. You don't see... Oh, I'll redo the vote then. It should be just poll. There, I've started a new poll. It should just pop up. Okay, 1. Okay. Well, like I said, there is a new vote, so everyone can have their say. Please always let me know if you haven't seen the vote and you notice people not putting numbers in the chat. Just let me know, because it might be something on my end. I don't know. Okay. Okay, still 3 votes, and it's the same as before. If you haven't voted, go for it. Otherwise I'm rolling dice again. Oops. That wasn't a dice roll. That was me once again being clumsy. I see. Well, Rylan, if you wanted to vote 1, that means there's already a vote in 1 and everything is tied. So if you wanted to vote 1, then that would make 1 win. 1 win. Win 1. Yes. You would have taken... You said before 1, so I'm gonna assume 1. So 1 wins it then. We can help the people here first, the rest of the city after. Let's help people. Seems on course for Morgan. This Morgan, not other... yeah. After a pause, M nods. Though they're still gazing out the plaza with a despairing expression. Is there anything we can do, though? They ask. She's come back from the dead. Kieran's reassuring smile is not altogether convincing. Ah, we have the tower this time. How could we lose? M takes a deep breath, straightens their shoulders and starts calling out orders, commanding the Sublime Guard to bring anyone in the plaza into the tower's storm shelters. That's a lot of S's. Eventually, the rest of the guard shake out of their horrified daze and start leading people to the door. One group, you notice, is ignoring the guard's summons entirely, retreating into the city instead. Natalia Grimaldi floats at the head of their huddle, leading them onward. You notice M staring in her direction. When your eyes meet theirs, they turn swiftly away. We'd have offered the reminders shelter, the same as anyone else, they say coolly. It's their own foolishness if they mean to refuse it. Soon enough, you've been ushered inside along with all the remains of the crowd. all that remains of the crowd, M starts giving orders to barricade the door. Inside, the civilians are shown down to the storm shelters in the tower basement. Many of the delegates go along with them, particularly those who didn't fight in the last war. Above ground, gathered in the assembly chamber, are the Sublime Guard and the remaining delegates, Nobu, Kieran and Claudette among them. While there's no talk of sending you down to the shelters, you do catch a few suspicious looks thrown your way. You suspect the assembly is hoping to make use of your knowledge of the sorceress. Oddly, Ravenna is nowhere in sight. It's possible she's been ushered down to the shelters, but it's hard to imagine her agreeing to hide away. Thinking back, you're not certain you saw her during the rush into the tower at all. Okay. Most of the delegates have broken off into smaller groups, murmuring among themselves rather than falling into any organised discussion. It's Kieran who finally looks up from the argument with Nobu, clapping their hands and calling for silence. Right, another Baz impersonator. So obviously we need a plan. Any thoughts? M swallows. The guard is ready to be stationed wherever they're needed. But, well, she's in the earth. What good can we do against that? Even the storm shelters, what if she just tears them up from below? It's possible, but it's not generally her favoured method of attack, Kieran says. She's called the Sorceress of the Skies for a reason. We hardly even knew those tunnels existed the last time around. We're better off preparing for attacks we can anticipate. What are you anticipating exactly? Nobu retorts, arms crossed against his chest. They say she built the tower with a wave of her hand. Surely she can bring it all down on our heads just as easily. Kieran waves their arms in a dramatic gesture of exasperation. Well, we could announce that to our battle... We could announce that our battle plan is waiting here to die, but I fear our people might find it a bit demoralising. The rest of the guards and delegates in the room are beginning to look demoralised already. M turns a pleading look in your direction. 1. Look, maybe we're all going to die, but we should at least go down fighting. Okay. 2. No one's going to die. We're going to be fine. 3. Stop arguing. We need to get to work. 4. None of us know what's going to happen, but the sorceress is out there and we need to do our best to take her down. 5. I stay quiet. They can settle this themselves. Big stretch. 2 or 3, 2. 2. Okay, I guess 2 is winning it. No one's going to die. We're going to be fine. Are you sure about that? Okay. M nods, a certain amount of desperation in the bobbing of their head. Nobu and Kieran look rather less convinced, but the arguing does stop. Though the room calms somewhat, no one has any immediate suggestions, and Kieran soon looks back your way. Well, Morrigan Celeste, evidently you're something of an expert when it comes to the sorceress. What would you suggest we do? There's a certain amount of scorn in their voice, and they don't seem pleased to have you here, but the question sounds genuine enough. 1. Get back out into the city and recruit more people to stand with us. Calestry's strong enough to take the sorceress down. 2. Station the guard everywhere. All the intersections, all the doors and windows throughout the tower and the plaza. They can turn the sorceress away. 3. I know the tower very well. Let me see what I can do to protect it. 4. Let me outside to get a lay of the land. Then I'll call on Calestry and try to shape my own defences. 5. All you have All of you have devoted years to keeping Calestri safe. I'm sure you could come up with better ideas than I can. They can vote for the right thing to do. Yeah, they'll probably just ignore the vote anyway. It sounds like something they do. Well, actually, I know we're using democracy, but what if we don't want to do that, even if the majority of us vote for it, even slightly? Nah. 4. Okay, 4 it is. Where's my mouse? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me outside to get a lay of the land. Then I'll call in Calestri and try to shape my own defences. That's a lot of text. Okay. Wish me luck. Outside. It's not safe, says Kieran, blinking at you in confusion. If the sorceress was out there right now, we'd know, you say. We heard her upstairs, didn't we? I just need to see what we're dealing with. Without waiting for further protests, you turn and stride out of the assembly chamber, then unbar the front door and step outside. The plaza is remarkably quiet. The earth where the sorceress dove down and the earth where the sorceress dove down is as still as the rest of the night. You can am I still in my dress, in my sparkle dress? Let's just headcanon that... You know, not even a headcanon. Morgan is still in the dazzle dress. I love that. You can hardly see any lights in the buildings around the plaza, and you imagine the people there have already gotten word to take shelter. Putting those thoughts aside, you kneel down and then press yourself flat against the stone, hugging the earth, listening to the heartbeat beneath it. The rhythm of... Let me just scroll down. There we go. The rhythm of Calestri, when you hear it, reverberates in the earth as well as through your body. Closing your eyes, concentrating, you realise after a few moments what it's showing you. You can feel the locations of each tunnel path beneath the ground. The sorceress isn't there. Her base of operations must be further afield. But you know she knows these tunnels as well as you do now. She might really be planning to come back and burst up through the ground, so you'll have to take that option away from her. You press your hands repeatedly to the ground, matching the pattern of the heartbeat, and Calestri shapes itself for you in a grander way than it ever has before. You see no difference in the world around you, but beneath you can sense tunnels closing off. I hope no one was down there. You can sense tunnels closing off, pathways barring themselves. If the sorceress is planning to catch you by surprise from below, she'll be in for a nasty surprise herself. When you push yourself up from the ground, it's hard to tell that you're standing. Calestri is still pounding through every part of you in the same way as before, making it hard to tell up from down. You manage to walk forward, manage to re-enter the tower and bar the door. By the time you find yourself back in the assembly chamber, the feeling is fading, but some look on your face must give away the magnitude of what you've accomplished. The delegates and guards around the room turn to stare at you. No one asks what you've done, but everyone seems to already know that you've made Calestri a little different than it was before. Yeah, full YA heroine mode. Yeah, wearing a beautiful starry sparkly dress. We're about to save the city. We're definitely not a tyrant, but we're totally going to be the queen of this city. 100%. We're going to have our soon not ghost boyfriend at our side. Our dad's going to be uber proud of us. It's going to be great. As the hours stretch on with no assaults from the sorceress, the members of the assembly gradually decide it's safe to rest for the night. With the guards stationed outside to alert you at the first sign of danger, your own inclination is that your mother is likely resting after her journey here, still recovering her power. And while you're not sure anyone fully believes you, no one argues either. If things are still relatively calm in the morning, the gradual consensus is that the guard and those who are willing and able to assist should survey the town for potential reinforcements, as well as to assess any damage. Jesus Christ, that was loud. Did you guys hear that? I actually jumped in my seat. Oh my god. Oh, where was I? Oh. Very loud. I think that was a motorbike. My goodness. If things are still relatively calm in the morning, the gradual consensus of the guards of those who will be able to assist them as well as assess the as you know the area, you're assigned to the group planning to search around Baz's house. Baz, please. That will also give you an opportunity to retrieve the stars. While explaining their presence to the rest of the tower forces will undoubtedly be tricky. You can't leave them unattended any longer. And you'd be a fool to... Wait. Where did we put the stars? Are they in Baz's house or, like... Where did we put them? Anyway. They're somewhere. We'll work it out. You can't leave them unattended How do we not know that the mum has gone to retrieve the stars? Like, she's sensing them out. Anyway, we'll find out. Unattended any longer, and you'd be a fool to give up the advantages they offer. When the debate in the assembly chamber has fizzled out, you're led down to the tower's storm shelters to pass the night. The shelters are across the tower from the dungeons and seem brighter and more open. There are several individual rooms set up as shelters, and each of them is larger than the assembly chamber. In the room you're assigned, many of the partygoers are already ensconced. What a word! In cots for the night, or gathered at tables for murmured conversations. The walls are lined with bookshelves and boxes, stocked with clothes and food and entertainment. With all the rooms down here together, dozens of people could live here, almost comfortably, for quite some time. 1. I'm grateful to have a place to stay at all. 2. It's only right, the tower should be the safest place in the city. 3. I can't help wondering if the other city storm shelters are as well appointed as these. 4. It hardly matters what they're like. I'll deal with my mother before we have to spend much time here. 5. I'm worried. This won't stop my mother if she really wants to break through. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, the motorbike really spooked me. It was so loud. There's like a turn right outside my flat. So they must have just slowed to turn the corner, seen the rest of the road and went, right, time to speed up. Oh, terrifying. I'm not good with loud noises. 5, I see. I'm worried. This won't stop my mother if she really wants to break through. The Sublime Guard seems determined to keep everyone in their assigned rooms until morning. They say it's to ensure everyone can rest before the battle really begins, but you suspect they mostly don't want anyone to wander off. Whether they fear people simply deserting or actually defecting to the sorceress, or the grim reminders, for that matter. You can't be certain, but it seems you won't be able to roam the tower halls. You probably won't even be able to speak with anyone outside of your shelter. Nobu Marden must... Oh god, we haven't even told them yet, have we? Nobu Marden must be spending the night elsewhere, but you see both Kieran Anand and Claudette Das Polly on opposite sides of the room. M has darted in and out of a few... M has darted in and out of a few times as well. You might be able to catch them, but you doubt it will be for long. Okay, who are we talking to? 1. Are we talking to M? 2. Are we going to talk to members of the guard? 3. Do we talk to Kieran? 4. Claudette. 5. Sleep. All I care about is sleep. Oh no, that does sound loud. That must be hell. How do you sleep? Like, do the trains run all night? Or do they at least stop at, like, a reasonable time? I don't need any more scares, can you not? 2 seconds. Sorry, my boyfriend just popped his head in, offered a drink. You sleep somehow. Yeah, I guess you would just have to deal with it. Oh. Freight, You know, that actually sounds like hell. I can't imagine. The worst I have to deal with is just the neighbours every now and then being a bit too loud in the middle of the night. Lord Sylvain just popping in to scare me. It looks like 5 5 is winning so far. Yeah. Let's not talk to anybody. M will work it out on their own that one of their dads is dead. I feel so bad. Richard wasn't that bad. Let's just go to sleep and not think about it. That's the most realistic thing anyone would do, let's face it. Let's not deal with this. I'm going to bed. Some of the guards striving for order seem to be assigning particular cots to the shelter's occupants. But just as many people are falling into them at random, looking rather dazed. You claim one in the far corner without waiting instructions, hoping you won't be disturbed, and that the guards will calm the ambient frightened chatter soon. You're woken the next morning by rapid footsteps and shouting orders. At first you think something must have happened, that the sorceress has risen up again, but you soon discover that the night was quiet and the guard is simply organising the groups that will be sent out to search the city. I hope we go out and we get to see Vivian again. Single track mind. With very little time to gather yourself, you're assigned to the group heading for Baz's house. It happens in enough of a rush that you're almost out the tower before you realise M is with you as well. Walking with grim determination at the head of your line of guards and other volunteers. The sun is just rising when you head out into Calestre's streets. Right. Okay. The air is crisp and cold, the sun just breaking over the horizon and not yet offering much in the way of heat. You come up through the streets toward Baz's house and find most of them empty. Word of the sorceress's arrival must have spread throughout the city by now, and you imagine all of the people are either hiding away in their storm shelters or joining the gathering armies, none of which appear to be gathering along your path. The guard's progress is slow but steady. Occasionally, M orders one of their subordinates to knock on a particular door. Sometimes the people inside emerge to follow in your wake with weapons in hand, or to be directed toward the storm shelter. Sometimes no one comes to the door at all. You aren't certain how M is determining which houses to try, but they wince every time a knock goes unanswered. Before too long, you come to Baz's Street, the partially filled glass chasm gleaming in the morning sunlight. M sighs. We really need to finish the repairs. There's never any time. Then they take a quick breath and come to a halt. At the other end of the street and coming your way is a motley group of people with Natalia Natalia Grimaldi floating at their head. There's a pause as your groups take note of each other, one on either side of Baz's house. Then one of the guards raises his quarterstaff and lunges forwards, only to pull back when a remainder hurls a dagger his way. Natalia smirks, reinforcing her position in the air with a summoned gust of so strong it ruffles your clothes. "Really, Emeraldine?" she says. "You want to take the time to arrest us right now?" M's hands are on their quarterstaff as well, though they aren't so quick to leap into battle as some of their subordinates. Hold for the moment. Oh god, that's a... Leclerc. I'm gonna say Leclerc. Hold for the moment, Leclerc. They order the one who charged, before turning to Natalia. "Why shouldn't we? You seem as likely to take the sorceress's side as the city's. You're wearing her tokens on your ears." I just want to say I really appreciate that M knows who's working under them, apparently by first name. I like that. It's a good bit of character there. Anyway, Stars, you really never have listened to a single word I've said, have you? Or to history. Natalia tosses back her head. "The sorceress would kill me for having these. You really think I'm on her side?" "Not particularly." M adjusts their grip on their staff. "I've never been under the illusion that you're on anyone's side but your own." 1. Wait, you can't really want to fight right now. I know you don't. 2. Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any to settle your differences. 3. You're unbelievable, both of you. Nothing matters right now except the sorceress. 4. Time to take care of them for good, M. 5. I'm not saying anything. The two of them can do whatever they like. I need to take a sip of water. They need to kiss, not fight. You know what? I agree. I'm gonna quickly look at their relationship, because I think they do have a positive relationship. They do. Their relationship is 61%. Now, kiss. It's just, you know that part in Tangled with the villainous dude with the two horses and it smooches them together. That's this me. This is us with them. Now kiss. One's winning. Enough of my rambles. Let me just take one more sip before we continue. Very nice. Wait, you can't really want to fight right now. I know you don't. Morrigan! You've been at the tower? Natalia whirls to face you, though she only looks you over briefly before turning aside with a scoff. Figures. What are we doing, Nat? Do you think we can take them? One of the remainders, a dark-haired young man, comes up to Natalia's side. Natalia looks briefly between her people and the Sublime Guard, a hint of hesitation on her face. Kiss! If you're going to have any say in how this plays out, you'll need to act soon. The Guard and the Remainders are clearly ready to come to blows. You could encourage that conflict and help the Guard beat back the Remainders, to limit the role they play in whatever comes after. On the other hand, now that you're facing the Sorceress, you're not in much of a position to turn away potential allies. If you can argue for the two groups to join together, you can stand even stronger against whatever the Sorceress throws at you. The personal connection that you know Em and Natalia share also hangs in the balance. While they haven't been inclined to unite so far, perhaps the rising stakes could bring them both and their followers together. Or perhaps they'd fall out even more catastrophically than ever. One. Well, actually, before we... Vivian, I'm pretty sure, is with the Remainders, so keep that in mind. Or at least he's backing them a little bit. Because, like, Grimaldi is his family. Now, on to the choices. 1. I argue that the Guard and the Remainders should join forces. We all need to humble ourselves to stand together against the Sorceress. 2. An alliance might be too far, but I order everyone not to fight. They'll have to tolerate each other while there's a greater threat. 3. With very creative thinking, I bet I can bring everyone together if I get Em and Natalia to admit they have feelings for each other. Yes! 4. We can't work with the Remainders. We're not picking 4. There's not a world that exists that we pick 4. I see. It seems... Wait. I need to recount. So, 3... 1 or 3, 1. I think 1's winning. Are we sure we don't want to reunite these lovers? No smoochies? Okay. Okay. I'm kind of sad about that. That's your choice. I argue that the Guard and the Remainders should join forces. We all need to humble ourselves to stand together against the Empress, the Sorceress. Taking a deep breath, you step forward, positioning yourself between the two sides. Listen, everyone, I know you all have your grievances. I know you've had them for quite a long time. But the Sorceress is here now, and she's bigger than any of this. We could lose Calestri forever if we don't see her gone for good. So please, for Calestri's sake, try to work together now. You'll have all the time in the world to sort out these grievances afterward. But if the Empress... but if the Sorceress wins today, all that time will be hers. There's a long, heavy silence as the Guard and the Remainders look to their leaders for a response. At last, tossing back her curls, Natalia says, "Well, it's a good point, Morrigan, and I'd be all for it, but you heard the captain over there. They think I'm just as bad as her." Uh-oh. That's not what I said. Em's gaze is focused, but not angry. It's not what I think either. Miss Celeste is right. Above all else, we can't let the Sorceress win. Oh, Natalia blinks. So you really do want a truce, and it's not a trick to arrest us later. Em sighs. We can't arrest you if the Sorceress takes the tower. We have nowhere to put you. Was that a joke? I didn't think you had it in you. Natalia looks back at the Remainders, as though awaiting objections, but most of her people are solemn and wide-eyed. You think your speak shook them. Across from them the guards wear similar expressions. Natalia shakes her head... Wait. No, I think I was right. Natalia shakes her head in wonder. Her head. I'm pretty sure it's head. Alright. Then it sounds like it's a truce. A very conditional truce. I guess not wanting the city crushed under the heel of a murderous tyrant. For eternity is something we can agree on. I mean, not all of us. I mean, who says they can't get together later when they realise they work so well together? A few people from both sides start to cross the arbitrary boundary between the Guard and the Remainders in the street, offering somewhat stilted greetings. As they do, Em and Natalia walk up to you. "Well," Natalia says after a pause, "that could have gone worse. Probably a lot worse. Thanks for the help." 1. You're welcome. Don't waste the opportunity. 2. Oh, no need to thank me. I'm sure you could manage on your own. 3. Well, it was that or stand around and watch you beat each other up for no reason. Hydrate. Hydrate. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the house. Someone on this bed. Yeah. You're welcome. Don't waste the opportunity. Em gives you a serious nod, while Natalia rolls her eyes. Alright, no need to be so dramatic about it. I wish we had more time to strategize, Em says, but I think we should be going, Miss Celeste. Soon to be Mrs. Grimaldi. Yeah, anyway. Natalia glances back over her shoulder toward the other remainders, then nods. Right, we've got places to be too. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Em's lips twitch briefly, and you part ways with Natalia. You mention to Em that you need to pick something up from Baz's house, and they wave vaguely off in its directions. Directions? Plural, yeah. Baz's house is everywhere. Everywhere is Baz's house. That makes sense, yeah. Even if you wanted to try to explain to them about the stars, they still look too preoccupied to listen. Inside, the familiarity of the house feels startling. Though you were there less than a day ago, there's no time to dwell on that sensation, though. You quickly head for the room where you concealed the stars, only to be interrupted when Vivian exits a wall. So, he says, with a slight twitch of a smile for you. Aw, he's smiling for us! Woohoo! This is it, is it? Wasn't going to go looking for her myself, but I heard enough in town. Your mother's come to take her city back. You take a breath. She's come to try. I'm going with the guard in the assembly. I'm with the guard in the assembly in the tower. We're going to stop her. Oh, Vivian blinks slowly. Yeah, wondered if you might be. Good thing I got rid of the others. Others? What others? You ask. Vivian shrugs. There are people here before. Had a key. Didn't show myself, but overheard a little of what they said. Dexter sent them. Said to wait here and he'd take them to the sorceress. And they talked about you too, a little. Said the rumor was you were proving disappointing. Oh, damn. That hurts more than everything else. I'm a disappointment. Didn't like the sound of it, so I scared them off. Aw, thank you. Let's scroll back up. Your mind races. Baz must have been using the time since you released him from his cell to recruit for your mother's cause. You know he has contacts who still support her. There was that man, Elaine, who visited before, and there must be others. It takes you a moment to catch up with the rest of what Vivian said. Scared them off? Scared them off how? You said you didn't show yourself. Abruptly, Vivian averts his gaze. You know. Made them think something wasn't right about the place. Moved furniture, blew out lamps, opened and shut doors. You made them think the house was haunted. I mean, it is, kind of. Vivian skills, scar prickling, but says, yeah, exactly. The house is haunted, if you're going to be technical about it. Before you can say anything else, he adds, anyway, I don't know what you're thinking. Hate her all you like. I do. But she's the sorceress. Maybe these people grew up thinking different, but she was always going to come back. He sighs. Look, do what you want, but you'll just get hurt fighting against the inevitable. I wasn't even trying to fight her, and look at me. Vivian's powers could certainly be an asset to your side, if a little difficult to explain, but it won't be easy. Oh, it will be. We're dating him. But it won't be easy to persuade him to fight for a cause he's already decided is doomed. Besides, he adds a moment later, you said you're with the guard? There's about 6 different reasons they wouldn't want anything to do with me. 1. Do you want vengeance on the sorceress, or don't you? This is your chance. 2. You have to admit, standing against the sorceress sounds exciting. 3. This is how you can take your place in the new version of Calestri. 4. You're right, our odds aren't good. That's why we need you. 5. Vivian, I need your help. Yay, Vivian love. Baz wouldn't hurt us. Baz loves us. I am determined that that's how that'll go. 5, yeah. I suspected that was what was going to get picked. 5, yeah. Vivian, I need you. I need your help, at least. I don't think there's anyone in Calestri who could help you now. Despite the words, you can see something shifting in Vivian's expression. Look, how's this? The guard wouldn't be happy to see me, and you know it. But they don't have to, do they? I can tag along, and if you need help, then I'll be there. That's all I can offer. Yay! It sounds like the best you could have hoped for, so you quickly agree. Well, at least if we die, we've got our boyfriend by our side. That's all you could ever hope for. Since you entered the house, the remnant stars have thrummed at the edges of your awareness. Even if you didn't know they were concealed in the storage room, that's where they are. Off of the kitchen, you think you'd be able to tell what door to open to find them. When you do open it and lay a hand upon the closest star, they all flare to life, and your heart beats faster in your chest. You didn't quite realise until now how deprived you felt without them. After having them near you, all the way back in a roll. Vivian watches from the doorway. His scar seems brighter, though you're not certain if that's due to something he's feeling or simply the influence of the stars. Not sure why you think you need my help, exactly. Still, might see you around, he says. You emerge into the sea. Take a quick sip. Very good, very good. You emerge into the street with the stars swirling in the air behind you, patterns of light and shadow playing at the corners of your eyes. Their lightness, is that bellying or belying? I'm dumb. Their size as always. They float through the air, moving and gleaming in a rhythm that you distantly realise matches your pulse. The guard is filing from one house to the next, but as you emerge, they turn to face you almost as one. You hear a muffled we're still wearing the dazzle dress too. This is great. You hear muffled gasps and at least one quarterstaff clattering to the ground. Others are being leveraged towards you, and someone has pulled out a crossbow. They're not the only ones taking notice either. You hear doors and windows flying open as your neighbours who aren't yet hidden away in their shelters come out to stare. At the front of the crowd, M has gone dead white as they stare past you toward the stars. Miss Celeste, You said Da had them. Oh. They say, faintly. It occurs to you that their largest concern might not be your possession of the stars in itself, but the idea that your tale of Renard's crimes could have been a lie. He did. Before. Oh no. You say, but he made it clear he wasn't fit. Don't say that! He made it clear he wasn't fit to possess them. I've confiscated them. This isn't how it works, M says, their voice gaining strength. You don't just get to claim them. They're the remnant stars. Yes, I do. Duh. I've got the star dress. Duh. You knew, of course, that this was unlikely to go over well, but you couldn't miss your chance to recover the stars. It's clear you'll have to say something persuasive if you don't want things to get completely out of hand. If any of the guards did attack, it's a good thing Vivian didn't show himself. This could have gone way worse. If any of the guards did attack you, you could handle them easily with the stars, but you'd rather not have to resort to fighting your own allies. Times are desperate. Hopefully you can persuade even the Sublime Guard that the stars are an asset they can't turn away. Pardon me? Or perhaps you can simply frighten them into complying. 1. You want to keep Calestri safe, don't you? The stars are safest here, where you can see them. 2. Trust me, please. I only want what's best for the city. 3. The stars are the best protection we have right now, and I know them better than anyone else. 4. Scared? Try to take them from me, and I'll show you exactly what you should be afraid of. 4? Yeah, guys, 4. We're picking 4. Let's go. 3. Okay, 3 wins. The stars are the best protection we have right now, and I know them better than anyone else. Double checking, I clicked that one. Do you think that absolves you somehow? M can't quite meet your eyes. You understand you're not supposed to know how to use them. I mean, that's what you thought, so. These aren't ordinary circumstances, M, you say, as patiently as you can. We're far beyond our usual priorities. The sorceress is in the city, and she certainly won't flinch from using whatever magic she has. The fact is, I was going to say Richard, Renard took the stars down from the tower, and if we don't use them, someone else will. So it might as well be someone who actually has some idea of what they're doing. And I do. You wave a hand, and the stars dull their glow and cease their hypnotic spinning pattern, coming to rest in the air just behind you, gentle and still. There are a few muffled sounds of alarm, but soon the streets fall silent. You see the guards shuffling awkwardly, lowering their weapons and eventually looking to M for orders. M swallows, still not looking anything like at ease with the situation. But then they say, for now, under our current circumstances, Miss Celeste makes a decent argument. Obviously this won't stand forever, but perhaps it's better than most of the alternatives. We'll reassess once the sorceress is dealt with. For now, we ought to get back to the tower. The guards fall gradually into line, surprisingly both because they're accepting the presence of the remnant stars and because they're willing to take orders from M. As you return to the tower, most of the guards give you a wide berth, but no one is pointing a crossbow at you anymore. Yay. Or is like your dad's dead, you want to join him? I wish that was an option. That's so terrible. I don't even think I would say that. As you return to the tower with the stars in tow, the guards eyeing you uneasily. You contemplate your next steps. It can't be much longer before your mother arrives to take the tower. The remainders shouldn't be far behind, and in theory they'll be joining their forces to yours. But exactly what any of you will do at that point, and what Calestri will look like when you're finished. There's no ch in there. What? When you're finished, remains to be seen. The Assembly and the Guard will never agree to put the sorceress in control of the city, with or without you at her side. Fortunately, that wasn't what you had in mind. Probably the only thing your current allies will readily agree to is fighting the sorceress back and leaving the Assembly in power. Perhaps they'd agree to try to negotiate with her first, assuming the outcome of the negotiation was still her departure. Yeah. Another option does occur to you, assuming you're taking the diplomatic route. Well, you're sure they'd both balk at the idea initially. Perhaps there's a future where the sorceress and the Assembly rule Calestri together. Tempering each other's excesses, watching over their people as one. And perhaps you could join your power to theirs as well. You'd need to persuade your allies to even consider the idea, though. And if you failed, they'd go forward in the Assembly's name. You haven't planned to rule the city alone, and you're confident without so much as asking that the Assembly will not agree to surrender power to you outright. If you want to claim power for yourself, you'll need to find another way to do it. What do you want Calestri's future to be? I just want Vivian to learn how to read and write. That's my goal. That's my sole goal in this story. 1. I want Calestri's people to stay in power in the Assembly. 2. I want to try to peacefully unite the sorcerers in the Assembly as the city's rulers. 3. I want all of us, the sorcerers, the Assembly, and me, to join forces to watch over Calestri. What do we think, guys? What do you want to do? I want to put Vivian in charge. Free. Vivian for president. He would make a good president. He would steal all of the from the rich and give to the poor. And to himself. And to Morrigan. Free is the winner. Okay, I want all of us, the sorceress, the Assembly, and me, to join forces to watch over Calestri. I think this is achievable. I think we can do this. It will be a challenge, undoubtedly. Why do you want to take this path? Come on, guys, why do you want to do this? Question mark. 1. More endless fighting is beneath all of us. Go, ambulance, go! 2. Nothing else has quite worked. We need a strategy. Wait, we need a strategy Calestri has never tried before. 3. None of us are wise enough to rule on our own. We have to work together. 4. The years have taught us all many things. Combining them can only make us stronger. These are all good, honestly. Three or four. 4 is in the lead. 4, okay. Okay, 4 wins then. The years have taught us all many things. Combining them can only make us stronger. The Assembly has evidently chosen to gather out in the plaza this morning, perhaps to watch for the sorceress's arrival. Your modifications to the tunnels beneath the plaza aren't visible, but you can feel that they haven't been disturbed. In the shadow of one of the statues, several delegates are in the midst of yet another argument. Another argument. Kieran Anand and Claudette Daspotty among them. We have no idea what kind of condition she's in, after 20 years. Claudette is saying as you come into earshot. What kind of ramifications she might have suffered from her apparent death. She might be no more eager to fight than we are. A reluctance to fight was never among her more noteworthy qualities. Kieran scoffs. Any offer to parley, if that's what you're suggesting, just gives her an easier shot at killing us where we stand. Besides, there can't be any terms she'd accept other than... Kieran looks over their shoulder, catches sight of you, and immediately stops mid-sentence. Morrigan, they say in a very different voice. Why and how do you have the remnant stars? Across the plaza, guards and delegates turn to look at you and go utterly still. 1, to help protect us. I swear. I promise. 2. Oh, is that what these are? 3. People keep asking me that. Do I need to go over it again? 4. However I have them, do you really think I'll let you take them away from me? 5. What? Did you think I was just going to let Renard keep them after what he did? No, we're not stabbing anybody. Let's calm. Chill out. Relax. Oh, I heard a cat. Kitty? I'll let you guys work that out. I'm gonna quickly go let the cat in. Kitty. 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 Hi, baby. Do you want treats? Can I tempt you with treats? Yes, run towards me. Treats. Yay! Kitty. Treats. I realized I'd moved the treats out of my room, so I had to go find them, because I already promised them. Treats! Treats! Good, oh, good boy! Yeah, good boy. Treats! Good boy. Yeah, don't eat it all in one go. Good boy. There you go. He got a meaty stick. You know, the long stick things that are really soft and meaty. Yeah. He loves them. Lots of cats. We can stab someone. His name is Treats. You know what? Treats. You know what? He does actually have quite a reaction to the word treats, so that could be his new name. His government name, you know, I read that as Juna, and I'm so dumb because I know you've told me before it's Yuna, and I'm so stupid. Yeah, no. Oh no, he wants. Traitor. He just went. He came to me for treats and that's it. How dare you? And now he just wants to leave. That's treacherous of you, little man. Good boy. I still love you. On your way. Go on then. Goodbye, baby. Go past her dad. Typical cat behavior. Bjorn. Oh, Bjorn's such a good name. Anyway, I need to scroll back up. What did we pick for that last one? What? It looks like one is winning. Yeah, to help protect us, I promise. We just hold up a cat with a treat in its mouth and go, "See, you can't fight us. We need to work together." And it just goes mouthful of food going. Meow. That's how we do it. That's how we beat them. Anyway, before Kieran can retort, Claudette steps forward. Did I pick the right one? Yeah, no, it was autos. Yeah, one. Yep. I'm panicking now. Too much cat distractions. Cat distractions? Yeah. Nobu's cat? Yes! I hope Nobu's cat is okay. Wait, didn't Nobu say, oh, this is actually, isn't it actually Renard's cat? Oh no! Oh, that actually hurts. His cat's just sitting waiting for his owner to come back. Oh, we're monsters. I hate that. Let's not think about it. Claudette steps forward, a thoughtful look on her face. Actually, I think this is a good plan, she remarks. The glare Kieran shoots her is less scandalised than annoyed. Of course you would. This is what you wanted all along, isn't it? Well, not this specifically, Claudette says easily. But if... wait. But think of it... But think of the alternative. Suppose we'd left them at the top of the tower. That's the first place the sorceress would look, and she can fly. She'd have them in an instant. I don't know if there's anywhere in the city we could hide them that she wouldn't find. Pardon me? Putting them in the hands of someone who evidently knows how to use them strikes me as the best way to keep them out of hers. And the fact that she does know how to use them doesn't concern you, Kieran retorts. Well, I assume it's familial knowledge. Kind of. Claudette says, but it concerns me far less than the question of how to keep the stars from the sorceress. If you have another idea of how to do that, any of you, I'm happy to hear it, but bear in mind that we have no idea how much time we have. The rest of the delegates seem lost for words, whether because they lack any other suggestions or simply out of fear. I can't believe this, Kieran murs, looking deflated. You suspect they expected more of an outcry, but it seems that even most of the naturalist delegates are finding Claudette's argument convincing. Fine. This isn't over, Morrigan, but apparently we're allowing this to stand. On an extremely temporary basis. So as I was saying, the only thing the sorceress wants is to take control of our city. We're not giving that to her, so what's the point in negotiating? Again, it's been 20 years, Claudette says. We don't know if she wants the same things as before. If the only thing she'll accept is our total domination, then of course we'll fight. I just think we should at least try having a conversation if we're claiming to be civilized. I am feeling less and less civilized by the second, Kieran grumbles, with another long glance at the stars. Get over yourself, Kieran. Stabby stab. I retract the non-stabby stabs. Kieran's getting to me. Lisa! It's our cat now. Oh my goodness. Oh no. 1. I agree with Delegate Daspoli, Daspoli being Claudette, to a point. I actually think we should do more than negotiate. 2. I have a different idea about how to handle the sorceress, actually. 3. I think we should consider working with the sorceress. 4. Neither of your ideas is going to work. Listen to mine. Das Polly is a good cat name. Can we rename the cat that? I know we're trying to forget the cat, but can we name the cat that? Yeah, I actually don't understand these options. I wish they were a bit clearer. Because we've already established what we want to do. So I don't know if any of these deviate from that. I'll let you guys decide. I think all of them are a variation of what we've already said we're gonna do. Because otherwise, why would they make us choose before what our plan is, you know? Yeah, more than negotiate. Yeah, it makes it sound as if we're gonna completely just let the sorceress do whatever the hell she wants. That's what that sounds like to me. So I don't know. Okay, here's how I think it's going. Claudette is suggesting they negotiate with the sorceress. They want her to not be in charge of the city. We've already said we want them, the sorceress, and us, Morrigan, to kind of co-lead the city. Lisa decides, Lisa, it's all on you. It's decide time. We're still wearing the dress. I want to keep bringing that up. We haven't changed clothes. We're still looking fabulous. One? Okay. You think? Yeah, I think this will turn out well, I'm sure. Okay. 1. I agree with Delegate Daspoli to a point. I actually think we should do more than negotiate. Do more? Kieran repeats, staring between you and the stars in amazement. What, do you want to just hand the city over to the sorceress? Not hand it over, no. Wait, where's my... There it is. I keep losing my mouse. Not hand it over, no, you say. But I do think there's room to share it. The Assembly could keep its power and give the sorceress a position of leadership as well. She ruled wisely for centuries, you know. There must be more she has to tell us. And if she ever does tend to... and if she ever does tend toward tyranny again, you'd be there as a check on her power. And I'd like to put myself forward to help as well. I know the city, I know her. I could be a bridge between the two of you. Keep everyone united. Unbelievable, Kieran says, as sounds of shock and anger spread through the rest of the gathered delegates. First the stars, now this. Are you actively trying to get yourself arrested? Kind of. Do you think you'll be safer in a cell? Is that it? Or you want a seat of power for yourself too? Kind of. Who are you to think you're part of this debate in the first place? Oh no, you didn't. No. It's clear you'll have to choose your next words very, very carefully. 1. Like it or not, the sorceress is popular in the city again. The people won't be happy if you don't give her something. 2. We have to do whatever we can to avoid fighting the sorceress. She's vicious. She'll kill us all. 3. Look, the city's a mess. We can't stand against her. We're going to have to appease her, so we should figure out how. 4. The sorceress has changed. She doesn't want to hurt anyone anymore, and she really does have wisdom to offer. 5. Think about how powerful the Think about how powerful the Grim Reminders are. They could take over the city. The sorceress wants to stop that as much as you do. Alright, I'm sorry. You can always buy the game yourself and go down the tyranny route. I've taken that route. It's fun. I kind of like number 4. I think 4 is sweet because she did let us go. She did let us take the stars. She might have killed Renard, but is the sorcerer? Well, yeah, a lot more. Like Baz is out there telling everybody. Yeah, I'll look. I wonder if that's a stat specifically. Your skills, your demeanor, magic and mystery, rumor and benevolent mother, savior, triumphant return. 54%. It's above average. She murdered Richard. I'll leave it up to you. Wait. I'll leave it up to you. Well, we can always kill Kieran as well. We've already killed one delegate to get our way. I'll let you guys do the brainstorming. I'm gonna watch the chaos unfold. Go for it. I'm imagining, you know that one meme that's like ba 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 da da ba ba da, and it's like a bunch of cultists and stuff. I'm imagining that right now. Ba da 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 ba ba da ba ba ba. And who knew diplomacy would be so word heavy? Imagine how difficult it is to convince someone. Who would have guessed this is what you have to do with diplomacy? Yeah, I'm honestly in the moment it was shock with Renard, but in like the aftermath it just feels like it coming back to bite us in the ass quite a bit. I feel so bad now. Okay. Final answers. With a great deal of deliberation from the delegates of chat. It seems one is winning. Oh, a tie? Any more? There's a lot of numbers in chat. Can you guys... Okay, free one. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Am I gonna have to get the dice out? Well, not the dice, the coin. The cool wolf coin. Come here, wolf coin. Okay. Okay. Heads is 1, tails is free. Here we go. Good luck. Oh, I lost the coin. What does that mean? Wait, okay. Oh. It means someone is still deciding. Okay. One. Okay, I guess one is winning. That means one has won. Wait. Lisa! You're so lucky I paused. Free? 100% free? Okay. Oh my god. You know, I'm doing a... Oh my god, alright, right. Okay. Okay. After this final vote, put in your final votes, please. I hate democracy. Because I'm getting confused. One, okay. Keiko with 1. Delegate Keiko with 1. Delegate Lisa with 3. Delegate Rylan with 3. Ah, democracy. I now understand why tyranny is what it is. One. Oh, for... Okay. Okay. Coin flip. 1 is heads, 3 is tails. Wish me luck. I didn't drop it. Heads. 1 has won. Fenharel has decided. Because it's the Fenharel coin, for reference. Like it or not, the sorceress is popular in the city again. The people won't be happy if you don't give her something. We need all the democracy votes we can get. You're not allowed to go anywhere. The people won't be happy if we don't sell them to a despot. Kieran Scott. Ah, shut up, Kieran. Ugh. Don't be ridiculous. Some of the people are displeased with our present leadership after the storm, Claudette adds. That doesn't mean they want the sorceress back. Ravenna and I have done plenty of work in town lately, and I'm sure we'd have heard if they did. Oh. Pardon me? Delegate Rower. Probably Delegate Rower's probably with the sorceress right now, Kieran Mars. What if she's dead? Like, Ravenna has been missing for a bit. I assure you she isn't. Okay. Wait. In the end, why do you say that? Okay, never mind. In the end, there proves to be no... Wait, what if Claudette murdered Ravenna? In the end, there proves to be no point in even calling for a vote. Yay! The death of democracy! Woo! Your idea is soundly... Aw. Your idea is soundly rejected. Kieran and Claudette, I guess we're gonna have to kill all of them. You can imagine Vivian in the background just face palming right now, like, oh, terrible, stupid, dumb. Resume the debate, and eventually the delegates vote to go to battle against the sorceress. Kieran, looking pleased, who we're gonna kill later, tells everyone to prepare themselves, then goes back into the tower. Well, I'm not gonna lie, if the Dreadwolf picked this option, this is pretty on point for how his plans go, I'm not gonna lie. As the morning stretches on toward midday, the guards arrange themselves and everyone else joining the fight in neat lines around the plaza and encircling the tower in particular. Other guards are patrolling the city streets, occasionally returning to report that the sorceress hasn't yet made an appearance, though no one seems to really believe she'll choose to emerge anywhere but the tower. You're standing in the shadow of one of the statues, Renata Ghislaine's, you think, where you, Harper, Em, and Italia encountered one another all those weeks ago, where Lieutenant Tesaro when Lieutenant Tesaro approaches you. For a moment she just stops and stares. Her eyes are deeply shadowed. You wonder how much sleep any of the Sublime Guard got last night, and what that's likely to mean for the fight to come. Celeste, Tesaro says at last, I appreciate you throwing in your lot with us against your mother, whoever she is. That's a hard decision to make. Doesn't mean it's any easier to trust you, to keep from feeling like this is all your fault. Okay. Cool. Hearty thumb up. 1. It's not. 2. Oh, stars, maybe it is. 3. Are you going to arrest me for it? 4. I know it's hard to trust me. I appreciate everything the guard is doing. 5. How about we focus on the fight, Tesaro? Yeah. This is the Dreadwolf's eternal influence on the world. Hopefully, dear sweet Llewellyn can overturn that bad luck. Who knows? 4, 4, 5. Okay. 3. I see. Well, 4 has won it. I know it's hard to trust me. I appreciate everything the guard is doing. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. Got it. Probably not too easy to trust me either, the way I'm talking to you. You know what? Thank you. You're the nicest person here, and you still were mean to us a little bit. To Sarah says dryly. She doesn't sound particularly irritated or suspicious, only tired, and probably frightened beneath it all. She hands you a quarterstaff. One of 2 she's carrying. Oh, cool. It's startlingly heavy in your grip. Pardon me? Ought to have a real weapon and not those blasted things behind you. I mean, I don't like the implication that we're... Oh no. Are we gonna need the staff? She says. Try not to get killed, though. Maybe it wouldn't stick. Don't know if that runs in the family. She sighs and heads down the line of guards, speaking to others along the way. You look out toward the city and keep waiting for the sorceress to arrive. Oh, I saw Baz. No. It's not a rumbling from the earth that calls you to attention soon afterward. It's not even a bolt of lightning from the sky. It's the sound of heavy footsteps on cobblestone pounding your way. The first to break into your view are a pair of grey-cloaked guards who are dispatched out into the city, panting and out of breath, clearly here to warn you of what's coming. But before they can even form the words, the Empress crests the hill, walking quite deliberately on the ground. Even in full daylight, she seems to glow more brightly than ever. Marching in time at her back are her own forces, oh boy, gathered, you assume, from whatever supporters of hers remain in the city. They're far fewer in number than your own side, but then the sorceress's worth is unaccountable. Wait, uncountable, rather. At your mother... Oh, no. No. At your mother's side is Baz. He must have started preparing for her return as soon as you released him from his cell. It's hard to judge at this distance, but you think he looks well enough for someone who spent the last several weeks alone in a dungeon. Almost at once you see him turn to fix his eyes on you, and perhaps the stars behind you. You can't read his expression from across the plaza. Oh boy. 1. I wish I didn't have to face him. 2. I wish I didn't have to face either of my parents. 3. It was never a secret where his allegiances fell. So be it. 4. Frankly, I relish the chance to take him down. 5. I know he cares for me. Maybe there's still time to persuade him to leave my mother behind, even now. Well, I'm scared if you guys pick 5. Oh boy. I was gonna say I'm scared if you guys pick 5, because imagine it doesn't work and we have to murder Baz. Okay. Well, 2, Rylan, you're outnumbered, I'm sorry. We're gonna try and persuade Baz. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but here we go. Okay. Some of the guards start to lunge forward, but M, at the front of your lines, holds up a hand to call a halt. What they're waiting for, you're not certain, but their posture seems sure enough, and in the distance, Around a corner, another group begins to emerge. They're far too... Wait. They're too far away for you to make out much of them, but Natalia's floating figure at the head is difficult to miss. The remainders have arrived to make themselves known. Just across the street from you, the sorceress stops. "Calestri," she intones. Her voice echoes across the plaza. I don't know. Sonorous? Sonorous? Help. Oh. Hello, kitty? Yeah? Yeah? Play? Anyway. Where was I? I'm completely... Yeah, the word I couldn't pronounce. Lunges of absurd postures. Wait. There it was. In a way you've never heard before. It's entirely unlike the rasp you've become accustomed to. None of you will ever comprehend the depths of your betrayal. You have robbed me of all that was mine, and you do not even realize what you've done. It occurs to you that she's looking straight. Oh. It occurs to you that she's looking straight at you as she speaks. At you and the stars. Okay. Return what is mine, beg my forgiveness, and it may yet be given. The sorceress goes on. Refuse, and I will take by force what was taken from me. There's a pause, and then a scattered battle cry goes up across the plaza. Shouts of protest, fear, and rage. No one intends to beg her forgiveness, as that much is clear. Crossbow bolts start to fly, guards run forward, and the sorceress rises unhurriedly into the air. The fight has begun, and it's time to play your part in it. While it's still difficult not to find the rejection of your initial plans galling, you can hardly raise the subject again now. Democracy destroys families. Oh wow, there's like 7 choices. Oh boy. Okay. 1. I work with the Sublime Guard to stand against her, showing them how to be unflinching in the face of her magic. 2. Instead of focusing on the fight, I call out to Baz, trying to persuade him to join me instead of my mother. 3. I reach into Calestri itself and turn my mother's own city against her. 2 of them are faded out. Never mind. My grasp will need to be stronger than hers. 4. With the stars, I focus my magic on healing, darting all over the field to keep people safe. 5. I tap into all of my knowledge of the stars and wield them to outwit my mother in a magical duel. Yeah. Took me a bit to notice the grayed out ones, but yeah. So 2. I'm guessing 2 is what we're gonna go for. Yep, call out to Baz. Daddy cool. Baz is standing at your mother's side, avoiding your gaze. How dare you? The sorceress stares outward, studying your forces. Her eyes flit down to the ground, and you imagine she's noticing your handiwork there. The pathways to escape that are now blocked. Then she swoops forward through the air, and the guards rush up to meet her. But you run toward your father instead. Baz, you call out. Baz, what is this? Are you really going to hurt me? I saved you. Baz's shoulders tense, and he turns to you with a glare that must look very much like your own. I know you understood what your choices meant when you made them, Morrigan, he says curtly. Don't make this any more difficult than you already have. Excuse you? You're my father, you press. I only just learned that, and I haven't... Kitty? Oh!
Kitty!
I haven't even had the time to get to know you, not as what you truly are. I didn't think what? Baz snaps, folding his arms across his chest. The battle raging around you feels very distant. My loyalties must have been the very first thing you learned about me. I serve your mother, my queen, my wife. If you really thought I'd be standing anywhere else today, then no. I'd say you haven't gotten to know me at all. Fuck. You stare back at him, watching the anger in his eyes fade to pleading, watching him wilt. The very first thing I learned about you, you say, as quietly as you can speak and still be heard over the roar around you, was that if I was ever in trouble, I could go to you for help. Baz flinches like he's been struck. He shuts his eyes and you can see tears welling up at their corners. Morrigan, he says hoarsely, I can't help you against her. Compared to her, and compared to you, I'm nothing. I've always known that. That's what being a mortal means. But if you could help me, would you? You surge forward, gripping him by the shoulder. And you're not nothing. You're my father. My heart. Even as Baz lifts a hand and places it gently over your own, he's trembling violently. Morrigan, I never fought. Before he can finish the sentence that seems to cause him physical pain to utter, the wind whips up around you and a squall consumes the plaza. I swear to God. The wind lashes against you with such force that it feels like your skin will be stripped away. Rain, too, pounds against you, and you can hardly see between the abrupt blackness of the sky and the blinding flashes of lightning streaking across it. The sudden onslaught is so disorienting that it takes you some time to realise that you aren't on the ground anymore. You're being wrenched upward through the air, higher than you've ever flown before. Without your conscious effort, the stars quickly surround you, shielding you as much as they can from the rain, but even calling on them directly does nothing to stop your ascent. In the moments when your vision clears, you think you can see other shapes flashing upward around you, but your eyes are so clouded from the interplay of dark and light that you're never certain if you're imagining them. 1. I cry out for my mother to stop this. Oh God. 2. I clutch the stars and shield myself the best I can. 3. I breathe slowly to steady myself, to be prepared to fight as soon as this stops. 4. I close my eyes and try to pretend this isn't happening. 5. Despite it all, the rush of magic around me is exhilarating. What do we think? I don't remember this being this bad. 2. Okay. 1. Let's go, guys. You can do it. I'm sure this won't have a bad ending. Well, we tried. 2, 1, 1. Okay. Any more? 3. Okay. 1 has won. I cry out for my mother to stop this. When you collide very suddenly with solid stone, oh boy, it's both an agony and a relief. I swear to God. Vivian better be okay at the end of this. Oh no. We're redoing the chapter if that happens. We're redoing it. It's both an agony and a relief. It takes you some time to sort out which way is up, but once you lift your head, you realise right away where you are. The top of the sublime tower, surrounded by nothing but the furious sky and the rubble of the remnant stars' old pedestals. Scattered around you on the tower's roof is a selection of representatives from the battle below. Oh, okay. Tesaro, Natalia, Ariel, Nobu, Kieran, and a few other guards, reminders, and delegates. It occurs to you, as you haul yourself up, that your mother seems to have wrapped up everyone she recognised as a leader among the mortals in her spell. As that thought crosses your mind, you finally see her standing directly in front of one of the star pedestals. Baz is at her side, looking considerably less battered than everyone else she brought with her, if just as soaked and windswept. The sorcerer strides slowly forward, the only one untouched by the storm. Bar my tower's door to me and I will find another, she says, in a voice only just audible over the wind. Keep my city for me and I will throw each of you down to break apart against its stones, the way you once did to me. All your lackeys down below will watch you fall, and when I am finished, you will surrender to me. Her features sharpen into a smile. If only I hadn't killed your— oh boy. Oh no. If only I hadn't killed your beloved hero already. I could have made him a crater in the earth beside his sister. Jesus Christ. Beside his sisters? What? Nobu says in a hoarse whisper, standing slowly alongside Em and staring at the sorceress in panicked fury. What did you do to Ray? Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. 1. You don't have to do this, Mother. 2. Do you call this a fair fight, you coward? 3. I'm going to stop you, Mother. 4. And what if we surrender now? 5. You murderer. 1. Okay. Well, 1. I think 1 is winning. You don't have to do this, Mother. None of your companions were obliged to rob and murder me. The sorceress sieves. You claim to want peace, but you were the ones who upended it. Once again, the winds rise around you, blocking out any other sound. If you don't do something to stop her right now, the sorceress is going to make good on her threat to fling you all to your deaths. You feel like you can almost see her return to Celeste, restoring her as you watch. Moments when you can almost see a flash of a human face beneath her glow. She's at the height of her power now. 1. We made an alliance for a reason. I rally the reminders in the guard to take the sorceress down. 2. I insist we'll never surrender our freedom to her. If the sorceress gets angry enough, she might make a mistake. 3. The sorceress is strong enough not to fall— Wait. I'm dumb. Celeste is strong enough not to fall to her, even now. I unite everyone in the name of our city. 4. I command the people with me to protect Celeste, even at the cost of their lives. I won't lose because of their cowardice. 5. I look to Baz and beg him to make the sorceress stop. Well. You guys sure? 3? Okay, I think 3 is winning. Let me take a quick sip of water, because that's a lot of stress reading. Okay. Let's go. Celeste is strong enough to not to fall to her, even now. I unite everyone in the name of our city. Die. Deliberately, you turn away from your mother, willingly showing her your back to face the others. They're sprawled across the roof in various states of pain and horror. Few of them meeting your eyes. She's wrong, you declare. Celeste is strong, no matter what happens to us. No one down there is going to give in, but nothing's going to happen to us anyway. She probably thought when she swept up people from all across the city that our divisions would weaken us. Make it easier for us to fall before her. She doesn't understand that our differences make us stronger, and she's called up exactly the people we need to take her down. Are you ready? You look across the crowd again, making eye contact with anyone who will lift their face to you, silently begging them to rise and save their city. You don't have much time. The sorceress could start working her magic at any moment. Then before you have to wait any longer in agony, Lieutenant Tesaro comes to her feet. Then Natalia, not to be outdone. More and more guards and reminders and delegates rise, clutching whatever weapon they manage to keep hold of during the ascent. And then, with no more than a few glances exchanged, they charge toward... Oh gosh. They charge toward the sorceress in a mob. With the bulk of your forces standing strong, it becomes remarkably easy to let the open air beneath you fall away and realise that you're standing in very close quarters with the sorceress outnumbered. There are a couple of frightening moments of flailing sorcery when it looks as though a sudden wave or a rush of air will push someone over the edge, but soon she's surrounded and your attacks come harder and faster. For all her majesty, with her supporters left down below, the sorceress is only one woman, and Baz is no expert bodyguard, easily taken out of commission. As he's wrestled to the ground, your mother tries to fly upward to gain a better position, or perhaps just to flee, but very human hands grab at her and pull her back down. Wounds she's too weary to heal bleed ordinary-looking red blood as the sorceress disguise collapses to her knees. Well, this is what happened. The chaos breaks apart into a sudden silence, broken only by your mother's heaving breaths. The winds around her stir in odd ways, her magic's power waning, but her wounds are still healing, if much more slower than before. Your forces draw back, looks of uncertainty cross their faces, wondering, you realise, how to kill her for good. Oh boy. Wondering how to kill her for good. It doesn't matter what we do, Nobu Marden says hollowly. She'll come back, she's done it before. We don't know that for certain, Kieran says, though the usual bite is gone from their voice. There might be something we can do. What, you want to experiment? Oh, fucking hell. Carve bits of her off until they stop growing back? That's grotesque, says Ariel. There's a great deal we could learn from her, you know. So long as she's weakened, we ought to take her captive. Off to one side, a pair of guards have forced Baz to the ground and produced bindings for his hands. When you try to meet his gaze, he shuts his eyes. Suddenly, all at once, you remember the story your mother told you just after you learned she was once human. How she became what she is when a remnant star slither entered her heart. And you recall too that Renard said he saw silver in the sorceress's chest when his sister stabbed her there. That slither must still be there, some aspect of joining with your mother's being, having kept it from burning away all these years. You'd thought being in Calistria must have restored her magic even without the stars themselves, or that she must still have a slither tucked away somewhere, and it seems the latter was true. Just not where you imagined. That slither is healing her now, and she's exhausted. Maybe it could heal her even if she was dead. You think you know how to kill her. The question is if she's truly weak enough to let you, and, of course, if that's something you're willing to do to your mother even now. Well, 1, I'm going to try to kill her. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. 2, I'm going to try to kill her. Calistria needs her gone for good. 3, no, I'm not confident I can do it. I'll recommend we capture her. 4, no, I don't want to kill my mother. I'll recommend we capture her. Well, I'm sad. This is what democracy does. I will say that's what I like about these games, at least some of them, is that it makes you make hard choices. Like, you're gonna do terrible things for better outcomes, you know? Yeah, okay, 4. No, I don't want to kill my mother. I'll recommend we capture her. There's something grumbling among your forces at the idea of leaving the sorceress unhurt. But Nobu cuts through it all, grabbing a quarterstaff from one of the guards. He strides forward and swings it solidly, fuck you, into your mother's head. A beat passes and then she crumples forward to the ground. I doubt that's done anything of significance, Nobu says, passing the quarterstaff back, but hopefully it'll keep her out long enough to get us all down from here. You concur with his assessment, though the sorceress stays unconscious and unmoving. You can see that her smaller wounds are still healing on their own. You suspect it's her own weariness that's knocked her out as much as the blow to her head. You saw that happen more than once growing up, and Baz looks relieved, which you very much doubt would be the case if your mother was in any real danger. 1. This is better than either of them deserve. 2. I'm going to figure out how to kill her myself one day. 3. I'm relieved. Whatever else has happened, I still don't want her dead. 4. I wish I'd been able to hit her myself. 5. I just want to get down from here. Yay! Do you think now we should engage in tyranny to ensure that this doesn't happen again? 3, 5, free. Free. Okay. Any more votes? 0800 1066. Don't call that number. I don't even remember what it's for, but I just remember the tune. 3, 5, free fee. Okay, free. I'm relieved. Whatever else has happened, I still don't want her dead. Oh, okay. The storm surrounding you is clearing, and the wind is dying down. The pale blue sky comes as a shock. It's still not much past midday. All around you, your remaining leaders are organised to help the wounded, to haul Baz and the sorceress along. People are fretting about how they're going to get back down the morass that is the tower. Pardon me? There's no need for that. You suddenly remember you can show them the lift. In the end, the assembly has kept hold of Calestri. You can't help wondering though if they'll still be in control once the oh my goodness, they'll still be in control once the Gravedigger's star has fallen. Dun dun dun. I mean, it could have gone so much worse. What do we think, guys? I love that Vivian was exactly zero help and all of that. He was just there for almost moral support. What's the expression? Copium? I'm sure it'll work out fine. Let's see what our stats are now, actually. I want to see the relationships. Okay. Mum doesn't like us at all. Baz still really likes us. His hasn't gone down. Vivian loves us. Everybody likes us. Renard still likes us. Oh boy. If you want, I can try and pick all the same options and just go back a chapter. But if you guys want to stick to those choices, we can. This is Solus's fault, remember that. Let's see. Yeah. Well, at least now M and Yeah, Em and Nobu know that someone they love isn't coming back. Now they can start the grieving process. Okay. Part of me believes everyone is either disappeared or is in shock. just democracy. Oh, goodness. Elgernan wouldn't have chosen that. Mm-mm. Elgernan disapproves. Yeah, no, these last few chapters have been pretty damn short. I'm trying to recall which chapter was the longest, but I know it lasted like 5 hours. I'm surprised that these ones just seem to be like getting rid of like time for chat to make choices and whatnot, and me having a little giggle to myself or misreading something. Like, that was probably like an hour. Pretty quick. I feel like what I think's going to happen next chapter is we're probably going to have to decide whether we're going to bring Vivian back or not. And when people find out we can bring someone back from the dead, I feel like we're going to have to choose between Vivian and I forget, Richard. And I know what we're going to choose. Even if it's not for the best of... We can just go somewhere else. What was that place we pretended we were from? Like, oh, we're Baz's niece from that other place with coffee and stuff. We could just run away there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Democracies. Oh... Oh, Rylan. Oh my god. I want you to consistently shame chat now, because it's just funny. You chose this with your democracy. Yeah, I don't think you can break your promise to... We made a promise. It was... What is it? Oh, what's it? First come, first served. To be fair, some of the choices are very hard to read. So I think sometimes you're just kind of going with what you think is gonna happen anyway. So also, it's suddenly very dark. I guess summer's over with. One can hope. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the... Dad isn't dead. Mum isn't dead. Vivian's still dead. Soon to not be as dead. Everyone else but Richard's still alive. I think it worked out pretty well. Did we get the outcome we wanted? No. Did we get the worst outcome? No. Rylan, Arisen, are you secretly Elgranon this whole time? I'm getting, like, that vibe. The meme is still playing in my head now, just chat going crazy, just ba 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 da da ba ba. I don't know if I know, I can't remember who said they know it. It's a great meme, but I'll post it in the Discord. It's the one I know specifically is the one where it's like the team trying to get Rook out of the fade, and it's just ba 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 da da ba ba. You know, I encourage those tendencies 100%. We need someone speaking for, you know, tyranny. Woohoo! On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I feel like we have 1 or 2 more chapters to go, because I don't know what else could happen. Yeah, not a clue. I think continue. No, because I'm pretty sure I saw someone mention chapter 12 of this, so I think there's 2 more chapters. So we've got 2 more weeks. 10 out of 10, chat. 10 out of 10. Yeah. So 2 more weeks of this. Yeah. I had something else to say, but I forgot entirely. Yep, I'm lost. I'm gone. Yeah, no, I've once again started another text adventure. It's called, oh goodness, it's a vampire one, and I'm not usually a vampire story kind of person. Like, don't get me wrong, I read and watched Twilight when I was a teenager, and I remember it being good, but I'm not like into vampires. I'm just like, I guess they exist. In fiction, of course. Oh, that's what it's called. Love Undying, A Kiss Before Dawn. And it's quite fun. I'm playing as a dude, which I don't usually do. And I really like it. It's quite fun. Vampire. Yeah. No, it's really good. It's like set in like the 1800s, and you're playing as a vampire that's fled from Wallachia? Romania, basically. To England, I think just south of like Bristol, something like that. And basically you're escaping hunters, you're escaping something else that I don't think has been revealed quite yet. And you meet up with this clan of vampires that's like, join us or you're our enemy. But there's also like a love story between one of the romances is between you and the hunter that's been following you from Romania. It's Slovakia. It's one of them. Yeah, oh, hell yeah, I'll link it. Yeah, you know, I'll post it in the Discord. It's really good. It was only like, because I've been selling cards and stuff on Steam, I ended up getting the game mostly for free. I only had to pay like 50 pence for it because I had a bunch of money on the account. So I think it's only like £4 or £5. It was pretty good. And I'm enjoying it so far. It's one of the Heart's Choice games, so it's very romance heavy. And I love the romance heavy games. It's really good so far. It's not as good as the Devil on Your Shoulder one, but it's definitely, I like the characters in it. The characters are very strong. Yeah. Forbidden romance. Yeah, no, that's the vibe. I'm not gonna lie. There's a vague Soul of Villain kind of vibe about it. And the hunter is a lady, And I'm just kind of, my brain kind of went, wow, I kind of want to read a fan fiction where Solus is a vampire and Llewellyn is a hunter. That'd be such a cool AU. So I'm kind of playing it along those lines, which I know sounds like the most nerdy thing you can imagine, but I'm like, yeah, it makes it fun. I like it. A lady? Gasp. Maybe I might just be imagining it because everything is so villain to me, but I quite enjoy it. It's giving those vibes. It's giving Fen Harel and Llewellyn kind of vibes. That's where I'm at with it. Not quite Solus, but definitely Fen Harel. Yeah, anyway. Oh really? Someone posted it in the Discord? Okay. Excellent. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, I'll post it right now actually. It's really good. I really like it. Damn it. I'll post that as well. I can't get it out of my head. There, it's in the text adventure chat. It's super fun. I like it. I like it because it's almost 200,000 words long, and I really love long form fiction. Anyway, on that note, I think that's about it. Wait, there is a fanfiction? Oh, right. There is a fanfiction where Solus is a vampire. Please give me. That sounds so good. Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. Give. I think, okay, I'm gonna end the stream about here. I think we've settled everything we need to settle. I'll see you guys next week if you're still around. You know what? Thank you guys for joining me for the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And I certainly enjoyed your company. Let's see. Right, yep, that's gonna save automatically. Yep. I'll let you guys get off to whatever you're gonna do the rest of the night. Good night. And, yep, see you next week. Bye bye.